Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the One With My Friends podcast. It's your boy Assam, and that is your other host over there, Yasser. Yasser, what's up?
What's going on, Moby? What's good?
Not much. It's going to be just me and Yasser here today. Adam couldn't make it, so you are stuck with just us two. So,
ooh, how lucky are they? I know, right? They're lucky.
I know. Some may think so. Some may be like, oh, crap.
I know.
Not these two.
These two again. Well, you know, they won the day when they decided to hit play on us, and I didn't mean to make that rhyme. It just happened.
Well, you know, it works out that way sometimes.
All day.
So sorry for the delay, Yas. Electricity went out for a while, and
that's crazy.
Yeah,
you got some storms going on
pretty hard here. What's that?
Storms? Yeah,
a lot of crazy stuff going on around here, but I made it. That's the important part. And now yes, I'm here. And now we are going to be talking about season 1, episode 5, the one with the Eastern German laundry detergent.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So in this episode, it was written by Jeff Greenstein and Jeff Strauss. And it was directed by not James Burrow.
Not James Burrow for the first time.
Yeah, for the first time. This one was directed by Pamela Fryman.
Right.
And it originally aired on October 20th, 1994.
Do we know anything else that Pamela Fryman has done in her past?
Yes, we do. And by we, I mean you.
How did you know? Well, Miss Fryman also did 196 episodes of How I Met Your Mother.
Dang.
She also did 34 episodes of Frasier.
Okay.
And I don't know if you remember a show back in the late 90s called Just Shoot Me. She did about 95 of those episodes.
Yeah. That was with Just Shoot Me. Was that with David Spade?
Just Shoot Me, I think was Dave. Yeah, it is the David Spade. Yeah. How did you remember?
Hey, your boy. I used to watch a lot of television.
I know. Me too.
Yeah.
Do you remember a show called Dream On? I used to watch that show.
No, I do not.
Yeah,
I know
it was
the
one
song
of those
Dream
quirky.
On.
Right. Well, you know, Aerosmith, the GOAT, right?
Yeah.
So, what is this episode about, Moby?
All right. So, in this episode, Chandler and Phoebe decide to break up with their significant others on the same night. Ross and Rachel end up doing their laundry together. Ooh. And Joey gets Monica to agree to go on a double date. And that is the summary for this episode. Yasser, if you want to go ahead and get us started.
Just right off the bat, though, just based off what you said, I didn't realize how manipulative Joey could be so early on in the series.
Oh, I got a whole little thing about that. I want to get into it later. Yeah.
Okay. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Just like every other episode this season, I think so far, all 5 episodes have started off in Central Perk, if not most of them. And the gang is lounging and discussing quirky gender abilities as usual. So Ross, trying to impress Rachel, is demonstrating his bra removal trick with a napkin. Joey marvels at how women can see their own breasts anytime, while Phoebe questions why men can be so mean without caring, leading to a humorous punchline from Ross about multiple orgasms. Monica started the scene by saying, "Would you let it go? It's not that big of a deal." Did your mind start to drift? Like this could be talking about something else? I immediately went towards like penis size. I'm like, are they going to start talking about that again?
I thought it was something sexual. I wasn't 100% sure. But yeah, that's what I first thought at first. And I was like, why is she saying that to Ross? but yeah, I love this scene. And this was probably the best scene from the episode.
Oh, really? This opener? You thought this opener was the best?
I really like this because I just love when they just sit around and like they argue. And I thought it was what was great about it was I liked each person's argument.
Right. They all had their own little take.
They said it, I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, I kind of see what they're saying. And then the next person went up it a little bit. Yeah. And their reactions were really funny. So, like, it started off with Ross, you know, being amazed about, man, y'all just take the bra, like, right out the sleeve. That's amazing. And I'm like, yeah, that is pretty And I was like, yeah, okay, I can see that. And then Rachel's like, y'all can pee standing up. And I'm like, yeah, that's a great thing. That's like one of my favorite things about being a guy. I love being able to pee standing up. That's like, or just peeing outside, peeing in your backyard.
Right.
You can't
Everybody's
put a price
done
tag on
that. I mean,
yeah. So then Joey takes it up the next notch. Like, y'all have breasts. Like, how do y'all even get it? How
Y'all
y'all get
can
any
see
work
them-
done is beyond me.
yeah, it's beyond me. He's like, y'all can see them anytime you want, and he kind of has a point.
That's
And
a great point.
It is. It's like, man, if I were a woman and I had big breasts, I'd be busy all day. Like what?
Yeah. So I'm like, Joey got y'all. That's it. And then Phoebe's like, how men can do mean things
And
and
not
then
even
just
care.
don't care. And then if you look at Ross and Joey and Chandler's reaction,
They all
like,
look worried.
yeah, they're all like, dang, she got us.
She got
like,
us.
Yeah. And then
Would you let it go? It's not that big a deal.
Not that big a deal. It's amazing, okay? You just reach in there's one little maneuver, and bam, a bra right out the sleeve. All right, as far as I'm concerned, there is nothing a guy can do that even comes close. Am I right here?
Oh, come on. You guys can pee standing up.
We can? Okay, I'm trying that. All right, you know what blows my mind? Women can see breasts anytime they want. You just look down and there they are. How you get any work done is beyond me.
Oh, okay, you know what I don't get? The way guys can do so many mean things and then not even care.
Multiple orgasms.
There you go.
Ross his mind is just thinking things like, oh, multiple orgasm. He's like, it's a wrap.
Multiple
That's it.
orgasms. Yeah, like we won. We got it.
So yeah, I just really like that was I thought it was a good build up and a good payoff at the end. So I really enjoyed that.
Now, did you think, and perhaps you and I maybe misunderstood the beginning of this. Now, were they talking about things that each person could do better than the other because of their gender ability? Or was Ross talking about a time he pulled a bra out from underneath or from one sleeve?
No. They were just like, he was saying it's amazing that y'all can just do that.
Got it. I was under the assumption that he was trying to impress somebody by saying, I can do this.
No. He was saying, y'all can do that. That's crazy. And then Rachel's like, no, y'all can pee standing up. And then Joey's like, well, y'all have breasts. That's crazy. And Phoebe's like, y'all don't care about nothing. And then, Ross is like, all right, well, y'all got multiple orgasms. Like, now what?
Right. Right.
Yeah, it was just an escalation. Yeah.
That first part was a little bit confusing for me. It took me really up until for you to kind of explain to me, walk me through a little bit on what the intention was. Yeah. But and only because it seemed like, even from like the beginning, it just seemed like Ross was trying to do everything he can to impress Rachel. And I thought it was just another one of those things that he was doing.
No, he was just simply amazed. He's simply amazed.
He's so awkward. I love me some Ross. Yeah. I feel like we got old Ross back this episode.
Yeah, we got a good one.
We got a good Ross.
Yeah.
In the next scene, we're still at Central Perk. Chandler, Joey, Ross, Monica, Phoebe, and Rachel are all at Central Perk. Chandler is lamenting his lack of Saturday night plans, leading to Ross to remind him about his need to break up with Janice. Chandler expresses dread for breakups while Joey offers a blunt solution, and Phoebe suggests they both break up with their significant others simultaneously. Rachel is dealing with her father's attempt to bribe her home with a car. Meanwhile, Angela, Joey's ex-girlfriend, walks in, sparking conversation about Joey's past relationships and current acting career. Ross seizes the opportunity to plan a laundry date with Rachel using a fabricated story about rats to join her laundromat. This is great.
Yeah. What day was this of the week?
The show, the day it aired, or the day that's actually
the day of the week in this episode.
I feel like you know it.
Saturday night.
Oh yeah, that's
Saturday
right.
night.
And he was bored. He has to sit there and break up with her.
No plans, not a one.
Hey, and Joey's like, "Hey, be a man. Just stop calling."
Yeah.
What a boss.
Yeah. So yeah, he was deadly nervous about having to break up with Janice, And yet Joey's
Yeah.
like, just be a man and
Just
stop
yeah.
calling. Like,
Just stop calling her. Why are you bothering with it? and-
also,
yeah.
go ahead. No,
No,
you
go
go
ahead.
ahead. No,
No, I was just going to mention Phoebe is such a supportive friend.
yeah.
I mean, for her to say like, yeah, I'm going to break up with Tony. We can just do it at the same time. Like, man, I wish I had a good friend like that.
Yeah, I know, right?
We continue to see Rachel having issues with her own independence, and she's still struggling with it because now you have, last week you had credit card companies calling her. This week now her dad is calling her, basically offering her a brand new Mercedes convertible just to come back home. So, and we start to see a little bit more of that throughout the episode of how she tries to regain her independence other ways, but then for her dad to continue and for her to say, he called me a young lady, and Chandler is like, oh, I hate when my father calls me that. So he's still belittling her and still treating her like, it almost feels like Rachel's dad has a hard problem letting her go, whereas if Rachel's other sister, which we'll meet later on in the next couple of seasons, that process for her to kind of leave the house was easy, and it didn't seem like Rachel's dad had a problem with that as much as he had with Rachel leaving the house. So
Wait,
it kind of
which
lets
one?
you know there's an attachment.
Both of those
Yes,
sisters,
both of them.
Yeah, they were still with their dad.
Oh, they're still living at home?
Yeah, that was the thing.
Make sure you
That was
put
like
that
one
out
of the whole point was they sent her.
there. Oh, they sent the sisters to go get her.
And then that's why she was like, "Oh, Dad wants y'all to learn from me, the daughter that she's
The
like,
daughter who got away.
Yeah.
Make sure you clip that.
Oh, I cannot wait for the first.
I know those are
that
good.
that episode kills me. But anyway, that's off topic.
Yeah.
You can go ahead.
Joey's encounter with Angela. It seemed like it was kind of awkward. It was also funny. And the way she just calls out that her dress accents her boobs, and then Joey's reaction to it, he just kind of looks down. Did you know, Moby, that the actress who plays Angela and Matt LeBlanc dated for like 3 years before that episode aired?
No clue.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, you got me on that one. That's a good one.
And I had no idea. I was like, damn, Joey's like, Ben had that.
How true is that though? Like, you break up with someone and then like next time you see him, you're like, dang, they look good.
Well, she played the game. She walked in with a sexy dress, showing her boobs, and then she's like, "Oh, hey, Joey." Goes. Oh, exactly. She played the game, bro. Like she's like, "Oh, hey, Joey." Didn't pay him much attention. Basically, had him begging. He's like, "Oh, I've got Bob." It's like all of a sudden, Bob is, "Oh yeah, Bob. I've got Monica." But we're jumping ahead.
Generic name too, yeah. But
it is a generic name.
I want to get into their the way they hit on each other. The difference between Ross and Joey. So basically, what does Ross end up doing later on to kind of weasel his way into like a setup with Rachel? He basically fabricates a story about rats being in his building to join Rachel and Monica. And he's kind of showing how clever he is. He's kind of doing anything he can to spend some time with her. Yeah. I don't know about you, but after I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to come do laundry. And they were like, don't you have a laundry room? Yeah, laundromat at your apartment complex. I probably would have tapped out right there. But Ross is like, no, I'm just going to go with this made-up rat story.
I mean, he could have just said, well, I have nothing else to do. I don't want to do laundry alone. I'll join you. Like, he could have kept it casual, but he was so caught up in the moment and nervous that she was going to expose him.
Yeah.
What are you doing tonight?
Oh, big glamour night. Me and Monica at Laundorama.
Oh. You want to hear a freakish coincidence? Guess who's doing laundry there too?
Oh.
Me. Was that not clear? Hey, why don't I just join you both there?
Don't you have a laundry room in your building?
Yes. I do have a laundry room in my building. But there's a rat problem. Apparently, they're attracted to the dryer sheets, and they're going in fine, but they're coming out all fluffy.
I did like the way you said this. She goes, "Don't you have a laundry mat in your in your apartment complex? And he's like, yes, I do have a laundry mat
He
in my
repeats it.
apartment complex. Like, that's how you know when girls, for future reference, when you ask him a question and he repeats the question, that's because he's trying to come up with
He's
a
trying
lie.
to think of something, right?
95% of the time, we're just like, we repeat it. So we're like, give us an extra 30 seconds to come up with a lie.
So, ladies, not only are we giving you guys a great rundown podcast of the episode of Friends, but we also giving you great men advice.
Yeah. And guys, sorry for breaking the guy code.
Oh,
And letting them in on the secrets.
we're going to break a lot of codes
Yeah.
in this podcast.
But
Anything else?
yeah,
go ahead.
I also, but yeah, I just I like the style, how confident Joey was in hitting on her, and how Ross was like so awkward.
Right.
I thought it was just a nice little comparison there.
That's pretty interesting. I never really thought of it that way. Only because I just assumed that Joey was like the Rico Suave, the smooth guy, and Ross was that awkward guy. But yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, Joey just went right after her and just kind of, you know, hey, how you doing type of thing, where Ross will trip over himself, but he's so funny doing it too.
Yeah.
Though.
Oh, also before we go, Rachel at the end, she kind of gave him a little look. Like
she did.
Yeah, she kind of gave him a little look. She was feeling it.
Oh no, she was feeling it 100%.
Yeah.
So in this next scene at Monica and Rachel's apartment, Joey is at Monica and Rachel's apartment trying to convince Monica to pose as his girlfriend. His plan is to hook up Monica with Angela's boyfriend, Bob, and then take Angela back for himself. Monica's skeptical, especially after past experiences with Joey's schemes, but Joey insists that Bob is perfect for her. During their conversation, they are distracted by ugly naked guy laying kitchen tile, which adds to a humorous backdrop to the scene. Joey expresses his regret over breaking up with Angela and begs Monica to help him. Oh, first of all, how can they see ugly naked guy laying tile? Because doesn't Ross in future episodes take ugly naked guy's apartment, and then we know that the kitchen is behind a door, like in another room, right? So how would they see him laying tile?
Maybe it was renovated by then.
Got it. Maybe it wasn't renovated by then, and that door wasn't there. Yeah, you know. Sometimes you watch things and you just
That's
start
got to
thinking
be
differently.
disgusting to see.
When I think of ugly naked guy, I think of the toilet or the plumber, you know, that always like shows up in that Martin show with his ass crack always showing. I always think of him for some reason.
Dang.
Which he's the superintendent in Friends. The Friends superintendent is Martin's plumber.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Mr. Trigger.
So when they're looking through the window at ugly naked guy, they both just kind of tilt their heads a little bit, like ew. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
dude.
that's nasty.
So in this episode, I think in this particular scene, we're learning that Joey is the type of dude who falls victim to "you want what you can't have" cliche. He didn't care about Angela until she came in wearing that sexy dress, acting like she didn't care about Joey, and casually throwing out that she's got a man now. And Angela, like I said earlier, is playing that game to perfection. Otherwise, why would she just randomly show up at Central Perk, right?
Yeah.
And now you got Joey begging Monica right now, begging her to do something to help him out.
He's obsessed.
Oh, he's obsessed. It's you know, you want what you can't have.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to cover this scene? It was kind of short.
No, it was very short. I didn't.
Very
That's all I
direct.
put was those two little things.
Yeah. In the next scene at Ross's apartment, Ross is on the phone with Monica, discovering that she won't be joining him and Rachel for laundry, leaving it to just the two of them. Chandler, who is visiting, points out that this is essentially a date, making Ross realize he should treat it as such. Chandler humorously advises Ross to consider his choice of fabric softener and to ensure his underwear is clean, as Rachel will likely see it for the first time. He's got a point.
He's got kind of a point. The underwear, that's definitely a really good point. And then the fabric softener, I don't know. He lost me on that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
His reaction. He's like, "Are you sure you want her to see her dirty laundry?" He's like, No.
No. Yeah.
No.
And then he's like, okay, I'll get rid of it. And he's like, and then the snuggles, fabric softener. He's like, now what's wrong with my snuggles? This means I'm a warm, fuzzy kind of guy. Like,
right. He's so good.
Yeah. I just thought I thought Chandler put a little too much pressure on Ross.
He did.
And made it a little worse. He helped him out with the underwear, but then he just like, it's a date. No, dude.
But knowing Chandler, he probably did it on purpose. I mean, he probably did it for a laugh. He knew what he was doing. But you're right. He added that extra pressure. But dude, Ross wanted to be in front of Rachel. Like he wants to be there.
Yeah.
You know, especially with Monica calling. He was hyped
when it happened, yeah.
Yeah, and when Monica called him, like, yeah, I can't make it. He's excited. You know what I mean? In the next scene at a fancy restaurant, Fiorello's Italian restaurant. By the way, Assam, this is a real place in New York City. I looked it up.
Oh, snaps.
Joey and Monica arrive at a fancy restaurant, Fiorello's, to meet Angela and Bob, who Monica believes is Angela's brother. Monica questions Joey about Bob's appearance, but it's clear Joey has never met him. Just as Monica begins to worry that Bob might be unattractive, Angela and Bob arrive, and Bob turns out to be very good looking. Monica quickly changes her tune. Anything you want to talk about here? Or just jump
this was a really quick scene. I just thought it was Monica freaking out, and then once she saw him, she's like, "Okay, I'll be shutting up now."
Yeah. One thing I noticed is in the opening scene at Central Perk, she was wearing red, and then even at dinner, she was wearing red again. So I didn't understand what the message was there, or what the hidden Easter egg is there with her wearing red all day. But
she looks
if
good
any of
red.
Our viewers have any ideas, please let us know.
Yes. Yeah, let us know. All 5 of our viewers that Yasser keeps talking about.
Hey, I keep bragging about 5 people that I know are going to listen to our podcast.
She looks good in red. That's all I got to say.
Monica looks good in anything. Yeah. Monica is like that classic American woman. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True.
And in the next scene, Chandler and Phoebe are at Central Perk, both ready to break up with their significant others. Chandler anxiously waits for Janice and Tony to arrive, while Phoebe appreciates the time spent with Chandler despite his sarcastic suggestion about running over puppies. When Janice and Tony walk in, Phoebe smoothly and quickly breaks up with Tony, much to Chandler's amazement. Janice, oblivious to Chandler's intention, excitedly shares details about her awful day and gives him a pair of Bullwinkle socks. Chandler tries to maintain his composure and cover his nervousness, frustrated by how easy Phoebe made her breakup look compared to his struggle with Janice. So this is the first time we're seeing Janice, Moby. She seems far less annoying this episode. Maybe I've become a little bit tolerant of her, or maybe not, but I didn't find her to be as annoying as I usually do.
No, well, most characters, that's how they start off. You start off kind of normal, and then each episode you gotta.
She built into her character.
Yeah. One line that I loved in this episode was when Chandler and Phoebe were gonna break up together, and Phoebe was like, "This is so great that we get to do this together," and Chandler's like, "Yeah, maybe tomorrow we can rent a car and run over some puppies." And Phoebe goes, "Ew, I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that."
Yeah, but this is nice. We never do anything just the 2 of us.
That's great. Maybe tomorrow we can rent a car and run over some puppies.
Ew, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Oh, I enjoyed that. And like you said, this is the first time we meet Janice, Maggie Wheeler. Did you look up any facts on Maggie Wheeler?
The only thing I did not know, I did not look up any facts about Maggie Wheeler. I know she's in another show. Yeah, I know she reminds me of that lady who plays in that other show, Fran Drescher.
Yeah,
they look so much alike. I had a hard time telling them apart earlier.
Yeah, that's what I used to think, because I used to watch The Nanny before, Friends.
Who didn't?
That's what I thought it was. Yeah, that's true. Who did?
Another observation about Chandler earlier about Chandler, I told you the guy has, issues with confrontation. What I'm learning about Chandler also is, I see Janice just based off of this episode. She looks like she is well put together. She looks like she has a successful career because she was talking about photo shoots, and she looks well dressed and she's very attractive. So it's like, Chandler, are you intimidated by women who have their shit together? Because it's like, why are you trying to get out of a relationship with this woman where she brought you a gift back and, she seems very nice and caring, and Janice becomes a pivotal role throughout this whole series, throughout the entire show of Friends. And I'm still, I get she's annoying. She becomes really annoying as the series progresses. But at this current stage, I didn't understand why Chandler was wanting to break up with her, and it just kind of lets you know that he has some deep issues that he is facing as a character.
Yeah, 100%. And later on in the series, we kind of find out, like when he keeps breaking up with girls over like nothing and stuff like that. They'll kind of go into that more.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's just like kind of
his
kind of guy he is. He's just like a little immature with it.
Yeah, he's immature. I think he's just afraid. He's afraid to commit. He's afraid to confront. He's just afraid. Anything else here?
Do you have any Bullwinkle and Rocky socks?
I do not, but I did Google to see if they exist, and they do exist.
Yeah. I felt like I used to have some. I felt like my mom bought me some when I was like
possible.
younger.
It's possible.
They said it's impossible. Yeah.
No, it's possible.
Pretty sure.
Because I know when you're a kid, if you wanted something, boy, you're going to get it. Yeah. Got the ways. Yeah. Always had his way. In the next scene, Rachel is at the laundromat waiting for Ross when an old woman rudely takes her machine. Rachel tries to protest, but is brushed off. When Ross arrives, he confronts the woman and successfully gets the machine back for Rachel. Impressed by Ross's assertiveness, Rachel admits she has never done laundry before. Ross helps her sort her clothes, explaining the basics of laundry, while Rachel teases him with a pair of panties, making him visibly nervous. Can I just say, I don't believe that Rachel Green in the mid-90s is wearing those ugly panties. Call me crazy. No, those are not Rachel Green panties.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But
I also don't want to be disrespectful to Ross and talk about it. So, is the old woman at the laundromat? Is that just how New Yorkers are? Is that a thing there? Because coming from the South, that's a little bit crazy for us. We're not used to that.
Yeah, she was good though. I like that actress. I thought she did a good job.
Yeah. No, she's good. She definitely convinced me. Like, I'd be scared of her.
Yeah. No suds, no save. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. What are suds, by the way? I have no idea what suds are.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I didn't bother.
I'm guessing like the detergent. I don't know.
Yeah, no idea. Uber Vice detergent. Did you know it means ultra white? And that is not a real detergent. It's fictional. It's not real. Okay. Because apparently, if it's real German detergent or any German product, it won't have English lettering on it. It'll be all written in German.
Dang, they don't play that English game.
No. So this scene, basically, he shows her the detergent, and then basically she says to him, "I'm a laundry virgin." And he's like, "Oh, well, don't worry. I'll use a gentle cycle." And I said, "Ross, aren't you just a clever
line?" I was like, "Okay,
Ross." Even my wife heard it while she was sweeping, and she giggled. And I was like,
"Yeah." I was like, "Yeah."
I know. I got a little jealous there. I was like, you like that? I could. Ross will be here with this.
Dang, okay, I really thought that. I was like, "Damn, yeah." Not used to him dropping good one-liners like that.
Were you surprised by how little Rachel knew about washing clothes?
No, not at all.
I mean, just the basics. I get everybody, but okay.
Well, I mean, she did ask if you use one for shorts and one for pants. That was
hey, you gotta give her credit for that.
Yeah. I did like whenever she was asking Ross about the panties, if she should put them in whites or delicates, and the dude couldn't even look. He's like, that's a
judgment call.
Judgment call. Yeah. He's like, doesn't want to look.
Didn't even look.
Shoot.
All right. In the next scene, we're back at Fiorello's restaurant. Monica, Joey, Angela, and Bob are seated at Fiorello's. Monica finds Bob attractive and starts a conversation to learn more about him and Angela. Joey awkwardly tries to praise Angela and Bob, making strange comments about their eating habits and their past relationship. Meanwhile, in the ladies' room, Monica and Angela discuss Bob, with Angela praising his skills in bed, and Monica humorously compared it to her brother's lack of openness about his own experiences. Assam, what is going on with all these friends references about brother and sister incest, innuendo? It is something we're constantly seeing episode after episode that I just never picked up on. Was that just comedy back in the 90s, or are we getting a little weird borderline? What's going on?
Hollywood.
Yeah, well, you ain't lied about that.
Yeah.
You ain't lied
We
about
don't,
that.
we don't have to go into it.
And
Hollywood.
Monica lied. Do you know why she lied? She said, "Wow, my brother never even told me when he lost his virginity." We know
I thought
that's
she
a lie.
lied too, but no. I thought she lied, but no. Technically, she knew the date that Ross slept with Carol, but he never told everybody because remember he just told Chandler and everybody that was actually his virginity.
But you don't think Monica knew that?
She could or she couldn't, but apparently she
Got
didn't. If she says this, so it kind of confirms that she didn't.
Got it. Okay. Under that assumption, then she's
Yeah.
not a liar.
Yeah, you see, because I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, so she's lying here. But
Yeah.
then after I thought about it, I was like, as a lawyer, as somebody trying to defend her, I put my defendant hat on. I was like, let me defend my client. My client
Okay.
still doesn't know.
No, I get it. All right. It is just sometimes gets a little weird. Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know who Bob reminds me of?
Who's
You know
Bob
the
remind you of?
You know the actor who played Green Goblin in Spider-Man? William
Green
Dafoe.
Goblin. Yeah. Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
You ever
He
seen
looks
on
just like
how,
him.
Yeah, How I Met Your Mother? How they say Willem Dafoe.
Dafoe. See, I don't know how I met your mother the way I know Friends. Even though I still think it's a great show.
Yeah. I also like that Monica's like, he is so cute, and like smacks Joey's leg. I really enjoyed that. And then whenever she asked them where they both grew up,
Yeah.
and one of them says Brooklyn Heights, the other one says Cleveland. She's like,
Yeah.
how is that possible? And Joey goes, whoa. It's just
Whoa!
like-
Oh, I thought it was falling.
yeah. All right. So, and then now let's get into one of my favorite things about this episode.
All
My
right.
man Joseph Tribbiani
Yeah.
is a manipulator, bro.
Bro,
This dude,
I had no idea he's got skills like that.
this dude is so stupid. But then when it comes to like food or women, he turns into like the smartest
genius.
guy. And you can watch this throughout the series. He does this all the time. When it comes to women, he turns into like Einstein.
Yeah. The dude is brilliant.
It's just like that. But it's like anything else, he doesn't know what's going on.
No.
Um,
Oblivious.
Yeah. So this dude starts scheming against Bob. And like you would think if before this episode, if you're like, hey man, these two, if you put them in a room, I'm like, hey Yas, who you think schemed against the other one? You'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, this dude.
Yeah.
This dude, I don't even know who this Bob dude is, but he definitely
Right.
got Joey. But then when I tell you it's about women, you're like, oh man.
No, Joey got him.
Yeah. Joey got him. Joey tells this dude first. He puts in like, I guess he knew that that dude was gonna find it annoying the way she ate the chicken tenders,
Because Joey found it
chicken
annoying.
wings. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Joey enjoyed it. And then this is one of my favorite lines. He told him he's like, yeah, Monica, she's great, but she's
It's not gonna last.
She's way too much. It's not gonna last because she's way too much for me in bed. And then waits and then goes sexually. like,
Oh, you and Angela, huh?
Yep, pretty much.
You're a lucky man. You know what I miss the most about her? That cute nibbly noise she makes when she eats. Like a happy little squirrel or a weasel.
I never really noticed.
Oh, yeah. Listen for it.
Monica is great.
Yeah, she is. But it's not gonna last. She's too much for me in bed. Sexually.
I like he had to let him know that's what he meant.
Oh man, so that was really funny to me. And then you already said about Monica telling the girl that, yeah, my brother never told me when he lost his virginity, and that girl was just like, okay.
It's kind of weird, but all right.
Yeah. And also, if you notice, and kind of what I told you in one of the earlier episodes we did, how they're paired in this episode, Ross and Rachel, Joey and Monica, and Phoebe and Chandler. How they're like all paired off in this episode.
Yeah,
and
they
that's
divided
kind of
them
like
up.
how they wanted to do it, how they wanted the
Exactly.
series to be.
Yep. They knew what they were doing with them.
Yeah.
All right. In the next scene, Phoebe's coaching Chandler on how to break up with Janice at Central Perk, comparing it to pulling off a Band-Aid, quick and exposing the wound. Chandler nervously returns to the couch and attempts to break up with Janice. Despite his awkward delivery, Janice surprisingly takes the news well, initially, but then starts to get extremely wound up trying to calm herself down.
Janice? Hi, Janice. Okay, here we go. I don't think we should go out anymore. Janice.
All right. Well, there you go.
Moby, I totally feel Chandler here. I, in some ways, am just like him. I don't like confrontations. I will keep my mouth shut and just bite my tongue to avoid a confrontation, not because I can't handle it, just because I don't like the way it makes me feel, especially when it comes to a relationship. So when he basically told her that the relationship was over and she started to freak out, you can see the panic in his eyes. Like I thought I would tell her and it would just be over, but then now she's freaking out. It's like, now what do I do? And the panic in his eyes had me crying, man, because like I felt that. It's like, Chandler, I know how it feels to want to be out of something, and then you think you're going to get out, and then there's a big confrontation. There's like no breakup is ever easy. But
would you? I used to think like getting someone breaking up with you was hard, but I think like breaking up with somebody
is harder.
Yeah, man, that thing is hard.
I'd rather get broken up with, because I feel like I can move on from a breakup, right? But breaking up with somebody, it's hard because you're ready to be out and they're not ready to be out. And
I think,
good luck.
I felt this pain. I like Phoebe. This isn't the first time she's gonna say this later in the series to Rachel, like way down in the line, but like tells him it's like a Band-Aid. Just rip it off, and then the wound is exposed.
Yep.
The wise Phoebe, once again, like you were saying last episode.
I mean, she's becoming wiser, and Joey is becoming like smarter and more manipulative.
This dude was scheming.
Yeah.
She's
what a
too
hustler
much for me in bed sexually.
He's a woman hustler sexually. I'm gonna start saying that from now on. Sexually. In the next scene at the laundromat, Rachel expresses that successfully doing her own laundry will prove she can handle living independently. Ross relates, sharing his experience of making dinner for himself after his breakup with Carol. As they talk, the washer buzzer goes off, and Ross discovers that Rachel left a red sock in with her whites, turning everything pink. Rachel is initially upset and starts doubting her ability to live on her own, feeling overwhelmed by the mistake. Dude, you can tell Ross is so in love with Rachel because as soon as he lifted up that lid and saw that she messed up, he immediately went into like protection mode for her. He didn't want it to hurt her feelings. Like, that's love right there, you know. And Rachel's comment about the pink clothes resembling marshmallow peeps, I thought that was clever. That was really good.
I like that Rachel, like, I felt her pain. She was like, I feel like if I can do laundry, I can do anything.
You understood that.
So she was like really putting a lot of stock into that. And that sucks for her. I love the
uh-oh. It's a song.
He was like really trying hard. He felt bad for her.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't even do my own laundry. And then of course that mean woman comes back.
Oof. But before that happens, the scene flips back to the fancy restaurant where Monica and Joey are dining with Angela and Bob, but Monica is visibly uncomfortable as Angela gets physically affectionate with Bob. To escape the awkward situation, Monica pretends to have something in her eye and walks away from the table with Joey. They discuss the disturbing scene with Joey defending the closeness between Bob and Angela. Monica expresses her disgust and decides to leave, but Joey persuades her to stay and help him break up Angela and Bob. Later, Monica accidentally spills her drink on Bob and awkwardly tries to clean it up, while Joey orders more chicken wings to highlight Angela's annoying eating habits. Dude, how can Angela just slurp on that chicken with her fingers and then start to caress Bob's chest?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. I was like, oh,
you better get up
hell
and
no.
wash your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, Angela got to go, bro.
Yeah, that was weird.
Nasty.
That was. I'm like, girl, if you at least lick your fingers, like, good dog.
So I know I made a comment about the kind of lot of the weirdness that they are bring about with like brother and sister incest stuff, the innuendo. Yeah. She does it again, Monica, to Joey. And I had to go look this up. Her comment to Joey, it's like cocktails in Appalachia.
Yeah.
Did you know apparently Appalachia is like a stereotype for the way Alabama and Arkansas are stereotyped for having incest relationships? That's what Appalachia is, apparently.
I didn't know what that was.
I didn't know either, like cocktails in Appalachia. But think about it now. Hilarious. Great line. But again, there we go again with the innuendo. And I'm like, right, this is what we're doing.
And then Joey, like, come on, like you never got a little rambunctious with Ross.
I know, what are we doing?
Said it too, man. Matt LeBlanc killed me.
And Joey, what does Joey ever say rambunctious though? I was like, oh,
I know that I was thinking that too. I was like, man, I don't even know how to spell that. Like,
I know that word. I don't think I've ever used that word.
I'm telling you, man, when this dude when he gets into like his scheming,
he was on fire this episode.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the line.
Yeah.
When after Monica like figures it out, and she's like, Joey, this is disgusting, and he's like,
Joey, this is sick. It's disgusting. It's not really true, is it?
Well, you used to say what's true.
Oh my God, what were you thinking?
All right, look, I'm not proud of this, okay? Well, maybe I am a little.
No.
Yeah, he is. He loves it. That wasn't the first time he said it. He mentioned that twice in the episode where he was kind of flexing a little bit. Joey, you're fooling us all.
Oh, he was feeling himself. It's
Dude,
like,
he was
all right,
flexing.
He's like, all right, come on. Yeah, I know it's a little weird, but like, give me a little respect. Like, this is, if I pull this off, this is legit. Like,
right. Yeah, you got to give me some credit for this. This is great.
Oh man, I really like that.
And the crazy thing is, he just gets better.
And Monica's flirting. Monica, once she turned it on, bro.
She don't care. Monica likes to have fun.
I was like, okay, Monica, good for y'all.
Yeah, she's like, all right, let's break up, because Monica likes a challenge. You can't challenge Monica to anything.
Yeah, that's out of all the friends, don't challenge Monica.
Don't challenge Monica. She'll do it. Yeah. It's like, oh, you want to throw a ball around for the next 5 hours? Let's do it. Back at Central Perk, Chandler is trying to ease things over with Janice, but his extreme nervousness and caffeine-induced jitters cause him to accidentally hit her in the eye. Janice leaves to fix her contact lens, and Chandler panics, calling it the worst breakup ever. Phoebe tries to calm him down. When Janice returns, Phoebe steps in and effortlessly manages to smooth things over, resulting in Janice leaving with a smile. Chandler is amazed at Phoebe's ability to handle the situation and suggests that they always break up together in the future, which Phoebe agrees to. Bobby, how many espressos did Chandler have?
I don't know, like a million.
A million? I loved it. But I also counted it. He had 12. He had 12 espresso. I had to. When he said a million, I was like, okay, now I gotta go back and count.
Yeah. Oh, that cooked me up. He got so hyped, and then he hit her in the eye. I hit her in the eye. Hit her in the eye. I know that feeling. He's just like, I just got to do something to like get my mind off of it. And he just drank way too many of those.
Dude, when Chandler was freaking out on the couch and kind of driving his head into the couch, and he jumps over the couch. Dude, if you look at Phoebe, she has her hand over her mouth trying not to laugh her ass off and break character. Oh, yeah. I was crying at that. I love watching their raw reactions. That's why the bloopers are so good.
Yeah. And then Phoebe, she breaks up with her just like so easily. And she's like, oh, okay.
She
like,
makes it look
I
so
want to know what she says, man. She's so good, but like she said, it's like a gift. I love that. It's like how do you do it? It's like a gift. And then we should always break up together. When Chandler tells her we should always break up together, she's like, "Oh, I would love that."
Yeah.
I would too. I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm bringing you everywhere."
Some of Phoebe's best moments in the entire Friends show is with her in relationships with men. Those are some of her dates, her relationships with Mike, and the guy who goes to Minx, Steve, and like some of her best scenes are with a guy.
Agreed.
In the next scene at Laundorama, Rachel is sorting her new pink clothes when the same rude woman from earlier takes her laundry cart. Encouraged by Ross, Rachel stands up for herself and successfully gets the cart back, climbing inside of it and refusing to let go. Ross is impressed by Rachel's newfound assertiveness. Rachel, grateful for Ross's support, kisses him, leaving Ross stunned. The first kiss. He tries to regain his composure, but ends up banging his head on a dryer door, adding to the comedic moment. Well, well, well. Ross and Rachel finally getting their first kiss. Is that an official kiss or is that a friendship kiss? What is that? That was a lip kiss.
Yeah, I don't know. I took it like Ross took it.
I know, right? I probably would have handled the same way.
I like this build up for Rachel.
Yep.
But Rachel standing up for herself.
Love it.
And then she like looks at Ross and Ross like encourages her. It's like, come on, like you're strong enough to do it.
That's chemistry right there. That's building between them. That's fireworks right there.
Yeah. And she was like, sits in that basket. It's like, you're going to have to take me with it.
We are seeing her grow so much with each episode. It's insane. And it's crazy as with each episode, we're seeing her overcome adversity. And the only way you grow is by overcoming adversity. You don't grow by the same thing every day, no challenges, nothing. There's no growth to that. And what we're seeing Rachel turn into, to see it in front of our eyes now from a lens of a podcaster, is quite extraordinary.
Yeah. So after she kisses you, what are you doing? If that was you,
I mean, can I go back for seconds? It's like, is it like a buffet? What are we
after
doing?
you knocked yourself out, though. Would you knock yourself out too? Probably.
Concussed, out for a week and a half.
Oh, man.
Well,
he's been waiting for that forever. He got it
since
like that.
high school, right? Or since
yeah.
Or Ross. Yeah, he got knocked out. But you know what?
I'd take it.
He gets knocked out. But what happens in the final scene? In the final scene, Ross, Rachel, and Phoebe are at Central Perk with Ross nursing an ice pack from his head injury from earlier. Rachel, concerned, checked if Ross is okay. Phoebe, seeing Rachel's pink clothes, thinks it's a fashion statement and wants to try it for herself. Monica and Joey enter, proudly announcing their success in breaking up Angela and Bob. Ross sarcastically comments on their beautiful story while still in pain. Rachel asks about Chandler, and Phoebe explains that he needed time to grieve. Chandler then runs by the window, joyously exclaiming his freedom from Janice, much to everyone's amusement. Dude, Ross is totally loving the nurturing that he's getting from Rachel. It's like, does it hurt? He's just milking it.
Said, are you okay? Yeah. Does it still hurt? Yeah. I tell her, yeah, all day. If you're going to sit here and rub me down like that, too.
It's never going to heal.
Yeah, that ain't never going to heal.
So he's doing everything he can to drag that out. I love how Ross looks at Joey and Monica, and he's basically like, oh, what a beautiful story. And he's like, basically like, look at me, I'm injured, I'm hurt.
He's such a baby too. He wants to, you could tell he like, anytime he's sick, he's like that dude that wants to be babied. I did enjoy when Phoebe, she saw the clothes. She's like, oh, what a neat idea. All your clothes match. I'm gonna do this. Like, and that probably, not only that, like if she didn't even like, I'm sure she probably meant that, but if she didn't, at least she made Rachel feel better probably too. So that was a nice friend of her. Monica cracked me up. She said, we ripped that couple apart and kept the pieces to ourselves, man. I was like, dang, she hanging around Joey way
too much. Oh, they could, like Joey and Monica would be very dangerous as like a wingman, like, going out and picking up people. They'd be dangerous together.
Oh man, I was like, okay, Monica, like Joey,
Yeah.
he manipulated the hell out of her. He turned it into like you said, a competition. He's like, I can get Monica on my side. Let me make it a competition. I know she loves that.
Exactly. She'll jump right in.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then Chandler with the icing on the cake with the I'm free. Have you ever done that after you've broken up with somebody?
I haven't ran around yelling that before, but I definitely felt that before. Yeah.
I've done that in my house.
Really? After breaking it? That's
I was
great.
like, I'm free, yes. Definitely
Those
done
breakups are always the best breakups.
Yeah, those are good.
Are we going to dive into favorite character and rating, or is there anything else you want to cover?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That pretty much covers this episode. I'll let you go first if you want to rate it.
Yeah. I'm going to give you my rating, and then I'm going to tell you my favorite characters. Does that work?
Got it. Yeah, sure, Bob.
So initially, I gave this a rating of a 5.9, but after having the conversation with you today and just kind of go over the podcast, I'm going to change it. I'm going to bump it up a little bit because I kind of enjoyed talking about it, maybe a little bit more than I enjoyed watching it, although there were some funny moments. I'm going to give it a 6.1.
6.1?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my favorite characters this episode, obviously Joey, just the way he handled everything. He had the funny lines. He really carried, I think, this episode for the most part. I would go with Joey as my favorite character this episode, and I want to give it to Rachel so bad from the woman's side just because of her conquering her independence. But Monica just did such a great job too this week with Joey. I'm going to give it to Joey and Monica as my favorites this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm feeling you on that one.
Hit me with it. What you got?
I'm going to go with a 6.6.
Ooh, okay. A little bit higher. A lot higher.
A little bit higher than you. Not too much.
Okay.
I enjoyed it the first time I watched it this recent time. And then after I started watching a little bit more, I didn't enjoy it as much, but I did enjoy talking about it. But yeah, it definitely was probably the weakest one that we've seen so far.
Yep.
But yeah, I really enjoyed the Monica and Chandler storyline, or not Monica and Chandler. Used to say them. Monica and Joey storyline. Joey really cracked me up. I'm gonna definitely give it to him. Although Ross was really close. Anytime you get a kiss from Rachel, I mean, but
you won.
Hey,
how could you?
Yeah. You didn't win this episode for me, but you won this episode, dog. So congrats on that. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna give it to Joey, and then I'm gonna give it to Rachel.
Oh, you gave it to her. Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to her just because I like to give it to Rachel. Nah. What do you call it? No, for real. I just thought I really enjoyed her this episode, and I just thought her growth was really good, and I liked how she stood up for herself.
Wow.
And I don't know. I just feel for her. I guess I feel like. Although I did enjoy Monica, I just don't think she just didn't do as much, her and Phoebe. But yeah, so I'm going to go with Joey and Rachel for this episode and a 6.6.
Okay.
So take that, guys. Solid. And that was our episode for tonight.
All right.
So make sure you join us next week. We will be going over episode 6 for season 1.
What's that one called?
That one is called The One with the Butt. Bang. Remember that one?
What?
The one with the butt. The one with the butt.
The one with the butt?
Yeah.
How come I don't remember that one? Which one's that one?
So I go into the Al Pacino goes into the shower.
Oh, yeah,
and
the butt double.
Yeah, and then I'm his butt.
That's gonna be a good one. I can't wait. There we go. That's a good one. I remember that.
Yeah.
Al Pacino's butt double.
I'm out of order. You're out of order. This whole he just refuses to answer.
Oh, we're gonna have fun with that one.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good episode. But we thank y'all for joining us, and we will see y'all next week. So until next time, let's hit that outro.
Let's do it.